The Prime Minister's continuing to defend himself against a cloud of demands over his government's emissions trading scheme. Today he met with farmers who want it gone altogether and celebrities who offered him a free flight to Copenhagen. And Labour is continuing to build pressure over Key's secret deal with iwi. Sia Aston joins us live from Parliament. Sia.
Well, that's right, Hilary. Plenty of criticism. And then there's this Crown Law advice, which actually calls into question the very basis of that deal. Known to many as Xena, warrior princess, today Lucy Lawless was on the warpath at Parliament, hunting down the Prime Minister to give him a $5,000 cheque raised by Greenpeace. It's just enough for a flight to Copenhagen's climate talks next month, but he wouldn't take it.
Unfortunately, there isn't anybody available.
I would have shown up if he had come to my door. Just saying.
She says when Prime Ministers from the UK and Germany are going to the talks, Key should too. But Key says he won't go, and he wasn't worried he'd caused offence.
Oh, well, that's the way life goes, isn't it, sometimes?
Labour's also on the warpath over National's preferential forestry deal for iwi in return for the Māori Party supporting its emissions trading scheme. The deal applies only to iwi, which signed multi-million-dollar treaty settlements but later found the ETS would affect land values. They claim the Crown knew and should have told them. National says the forestry deal will deter a potential court case. But this Crown Law advice says iwi have no legal basis to sue the government anyway.
And is he therefore using potential legal action simply as a smokescreen so that he can do a secret and dirty deal that can't be justified?
Just because one lawyer puts up a view does not mean it's right.
The attack came from all directions. Earlier, Key fronted up to farmers, calling for the ETS to be dumped because of the cost once agriculture's phased into the scheme in 5 years' time.
The average cost is $3,000 on a farm in 2030. That is a long way away. It is not going to cripple a farm.
Key says farmers should understand international consumers won't buy goods made here if our environmental credentials don't stand up.
We've already got the highest moral ground in terms of food production ethics. We have subsidy-free farming, we have low carbon footprints, our production systems are world-leading.
National feels it has the high moral ground on its emissions trading scheme, but it's having a hard time convincing others. And Hilary, we shouldn't forget there actually is an emissions trading scheme in law right now. Labour passed its version before it lost the election. It comes into force from next year, but National wants it gone. It wants to replace it. It's heavily criticised Labour's version for being a dog's breakfast, for favouring some groups of New Zealanders over others, and for being unnecessarily rushed through Parliament. And now National's facing all of the same criticism.
Sia, thank you.